Hey guys, so today I want to talk about things you should consider when you're going to buy a car at a dealership. So, number one thing I would consider when buying a car is knowing what you're comfortable with financing or purchasing. So, honestly, everybody has a question like, "Oh, how much should I bring as a down payment?" My best thing is bring 25% of the actual car value, and then bring some extra so that way you can actually get like car insurance. Because sometimes, more times than none, you're usually going in there and you're getting a new car. You're also going to get a new insurance policy, right? A lot of times the dealers can actually help you with that, but if you feel more comfortable getting your quote for somewhere else, you can. Another thing I would definitely double check is look online and look at the dealer fees. So the way to get the most accurate answer when it comes to that is go on to let's just say you're looking at Auto Trader, right? Let's say you're looking at a Tahoe, a brand new Tahoe. Go online and look on their website at your local Chevy dealer, and they'll tell you everything right there, all the way in the bottom. They'll tell you, oh, the $39,000 price tag you see does not include tax, tag, title, does not include a standard $2,500 delivery fee or something, which is not, that's just a made up thing. That's not real. But I can tell you from experience, I-95 Nissan, we actually had a fee that was waived because we considered everyone financing. Everybody was supposed to be financing. But if you get into the dealership and you try to buy a car cash, you're not going to buy it for the listing cost. You would actually pay an extra $2,000 on top of whatever the cost was, because we automatically advertise our vehicles with a $2,000 discount that we would receive from a bank, or the banks, for financing. If you weren't financing, you're not getting that exemption that we were promoting. And people didn't understand that. I've had multiple people come through and try to buy a car and didn't understand that we actually had to charge them more because they weren't financing. So that's another thing to keep in mind. And one of the last things to keep in mind is be specific about your car. You know, a lot of times people go into dealerships and don't know what they want. And the reason I say that is because I was one of those people where I walked into a dealership and I knew in my mind I wanted to get a Dodge Challenger, but I was hoping that the sales guy would persuade me into buying the Dodge Challenger. It sounds stupid saying it out loud, but that's just the truth. That's really what happened to me. And the way I can tell people to avoid that is like, be very specific. If you're going to a dealership, know what car you want. And the way I recommend by doing that is fill out a needs analysis on your own. And what do I mean by that is I wish I could post it. I'm gonna look at my little file cabinet that I have and see if I actually have one of those needs analysis. But all it is just basically asking yourself who you are. Like, what do you do? Do you work at an office? Do you work in construction? Do you work in a trade? Do you have a family? Are you single? You know, or do you care about space? Like you might be single, but you might be a musician, or you might be in a relationship, but this is like your third car. So this is like you want a sports car for yourself. Like, find the real answer of why you're actually looking for a car, and then fill it up with things that you have non-negotiables. Like you need, like me personally, I need leather seats. That's just a given, because one, I work construction. You know, guys are sweaty. I pick up guys. You know what I mean? So if we're all in the truck, the car will stink terribly after a while, because not cotton. Yeah, what would you call it? Cloth seats that would absorb sweat. You know what I mean? And it sounds nasty, but it's just true, man. Construction guys, blue collar guys, we all sweat. So we get in the car, a sweaty day, and it just absorbs in your seat. That's just disgusting, bro. So leather seats is awesome, because then I could just wipe it off clean and we're good to go for the next day. Not only that, I have kids, man. So my boy, he fucking throws, I'm sorry, excuse me for the language too, but my boy, he throws like nachos everywhere. Not nachos, but like Doritos, Cheetos, you know, pizza if he has it back there, juice, he spills juice everywhere. You know, luckily I have leather seats, so I just wipe it off. So that's a non-negotiable for me. Some people's non-negotiable is that you need a sunroof, or you might need a third row seat. You can't get a car without a third row seat. Or some people are like, I need third row seat, but I'm not getting a minivan. You know, those are things you have to get into account, because when you're in sales, one of the biggest things that people tell you, and it sounds messed up, but I'm sure people have heard it. The customer doesn't know what they want. So you have to be the one that decides what they want. And the only way you can figure that out is if you do your job and you figure out and you ask the right questions to narrow down the search. So like I said before, why are you buying a car? You're here because you want a new car, you want a used car, you want something that's not expensive, or you want something that looks sporty and cool. You know, you have all these different things that you have to take into account. And as a salesman, it's your job to find out why. And as a consumer, for you to protect yourself and protect your wallet and protect basically your peace of mind, because obviously you don't want to feel like you're taken advantage of when you drive off the lot. Make sure you do your own research and be excited. You know, I love cars, man. A lot of times people try to make it sound like it's an ordeal to go to dealerships, and I know it is, because you don't want to go there and give off all your information for something you might not get that day. But you know, the process is always a little bit of a tedious process. But go look at that car you want. If you like Mercedes and you like that GLE 63, whatever, go take a look at it. Who knows, you might be able to swing it, especially if you know what you're able of purchasing. Obviously, if you want to look at Ferraris, Lamborghinis, guys will probably look at you a little bit crazy. But there's nothing wrong with you going in there and trying to take a look at it. Going on a test drive is different, though. I already know that when it comes to those luxury vehicles, you can't just take them on test drives. It's not like Honda Civics, you know what I mean? Well, yeah, if you like this video, man, leave a like down below, subscribe, do all that.